right, welcome back. The Power Showcase is an annual event at Marlins Park that showcases the top power bats on the amateur level.
Let that ball jump off.
I mean, the skill set that these kids have, it is so much fun to watch these kids swing the bat. And the president and CEO of Power Showcase is our friend Brian Domenico, who joins us every year on the stove to talk about the event. Brian, good to see you. Thanks for coming on, as always. Talk about some of the names and what made your event this year such a success, as it always seems to be.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on again. And you know, it's a lot of fun to build that platform and have these guys come out. And a lot of these players you're going to see were guys that were returning from last year or even 2 years ago. And when you compete on a stage like this, at least like the first year, you know, a lot of things go through your system. You know what I mean? So you're trying to make adjustments, and sometimes these lights are awfully bright and they can kind of swallow a player up. But I think those are the best moments, you know, to kind of learn, reevaluate, and then come back the next year. Because again, a lot of these players, when we get a chance to see some of the video of these guys, I can kind of give the backstory to these guys, and I think you guys will be really impressed.
Well, looking forward to it, no doubt. We'll get the video here in a second. Once they roll it, you just take over. But I tell you what age are we starting at now? I mean, these balls are flying out of here like they look like grown men.
Hey, truly the most impressive player we had was a 6'5" power hitting lefty from Missouri named Caden Bogenpole, who was our featured world champion. I mean, he's 6'5", he's a 6'7" runner, throws 94, 95 from the outfield, and that projectable frame can easily hold another 15 to 20 pounds. And it reminds me a lot of Corey Seager.
Back on April 29th on the MLB Network, you were talking about how like the vocabulary of bat speed has left everybody, and it's all about launch angle, distance.
It's 503 feet this kid hits the ball.
Right, exit velocity. And you were talking about bat speed and Andrew McCutchen and Vladimir Guerrero and Ricky Weeks and all that stuff. So it kind of light bulb went off, and I said, you know what? There's another really good device out there that's blast motion that gets bat speed, rotational acceleration. So I reached out to them. And they brought in one of their engineers, a guy named Todd Friedman. So we added that aspect to the event. And here's some interesting stats. There's a guy named Clayton Campadilli that you're going to see here, where the top reading by a major leaguer was bat speed of 90 miles an hour. Campadilli was 88.1. Now, he hits this ball completely out of the stadium at 114 miles an hour. Yeah. I mean, an incredible talent.
Wow. You've had a lot of notable big leaguers. We're taking a look at some of the breakdown here for Clayton's swing. You've had guys, Bryce Harper, Daniel Vogelbach, Tristan Casas, who is waiting to bloom as a Red Sox, and a bunch of kids that have played in this thing, competed and hit balls over 500 feet. And you had another couple of players join that club in this year's event.
Yeah, there's a young man who, to kind of bring up what I said earlier about guys that have come to the event multiple times, by Clayton Bolkema. He's a player who's Brazilian-born. The Brazilian Bomber is his nickname. And he hits a ball up into the lights at 491 feet. And
here he is. Oh, my gosh. Look at this dude. He's Prince Fielder.
And listen, yeah, he's a cross between, if you think about it, Josh Naylor, who's with the Cleveland Guardians, was also a Power Showcase world champion. Daniel Vogelbach was a Power Showcase world champion. And I think you sprinkle a little move on in there, you've got Bolkema, but he's only an underclassman. So he'll be back.
How old is he then as an underclassman? What age does that put him at?
I think he's about 17 years old. He's got one more year to go.
Yeah.
One more year to go.
He's going to wipe out a catcher with that backswing. I mean, wow, that is really fun to watch. So
I was going to say, Brian, we're seeing Matt named a bunch of players have gone on to be major leaguers or are on their way. So it's not just a bunch of kids hitting homers. You actually got pretty good baseball players competing in this.
Yeah, I mean, the event has really evolved from like 2008, where I had one player, the top power hitter from each of the 50 United States. And then the next year was when Harper came and the Yankees got involved and hosted Scout Day. And then the players wanted to play games. So it really encompasses everything that you want as a player. I mean, players want to be in a major league stadium. They want major access. They want limited numbers. You go to some showcases and there's 350 players. At my event, there's 40 per age group, and they got all the major league teams. They got the dinner, they have the derby, they play the game. And I think the ones that start to come in at a much earlier age, it really does help enhance their baseball DNA, their overall baseball DNA.
Impressive.
Brian Domenico of the Power Showcase spending some time with us this morning to talk about the most recent running of his terrific event.
Scout Day portion of the Power Showcase. Great opportunity for you to get out in the stadium here. My name's Nick Presto. We got a bunch of scouts from different clubs. We're gonna do defense first. We're gonna hit. Run the 60. If you're a pitcher, you go to the bullpen. It'll be a good opportunity for you to get some experience doing it.
Representing California, a center fielder and pitcher out of Dana Hills. He will pitch innings 7 through 9, Sterling Rapp.
And the Rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in there, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say
This one is hit well. He's left field. And gone! Section 29 dinger.